Now, the INSAT 3DS, a meteorological satellite, is all set for launch at the Satish Dhawan Space Center in Sriharikota. The meteorological satellite INSAT 3DS will be launched into space via a geo satellite launch vehicle in a crucial mission for the rocket nicknamed Naughty Boy for its record. The GSLV F-14 will lift off at about 5:35 p.m. today from the Satish Dhawan Space Center in Sriharikota. Now, the ISRO maintains that this will be the rocket's 16th overall mission and its 10th flight using indigenously developed cryogenic engine. You can in fact see stunning visuals of the rocket right on your screens, and I'd like to tell you viewers a little bit about the mission's objectives. It is to monitor the Earth's surface, carry out oceanic observations and its environment in various spectral channels of meteorological importance. Apart from this, it is also aiming to provide vertical profile of various meteorological parameters of the atmosphere, as well as provide data collection and data dissemination capabilities from the data collection platforms, as well as provide satellite aided research and rescue services. So, of course, key launch slated to take place today. Joining us on the broadcast is Group Captain V.N. Jha, former Joint Director of DRDO. Good morning, sir, and thank you for joining us on NewsX. Another key launch by the Indian Space Research Organization, this time, of course, to monitor the Earth's, secrets this time, rather than, searching for and unearthing cosmic secrets. So what can you tell our viewers about the mission objectives and how this can in fact help our scientists?
Well, thank you very much for having me here. This is, expected launch because the Indian meteorological satellite, which has been there in the orbit, was nearing expiry retirement. So it had to be replaced, and that is where this particular satellite is being launched. It will be launched into the geostationary orbit, which is nearly about 36,000 kilometers above the Earth's surface. And the spot, if I may able to show to your viewers, that if it is any particular ground, say if it is India, so here above India, it is about 36,000 kilometers above the Earth, and as Earth rotates, the satellite rotates along with the same angular velocity of the Earth. So at all times, 24/7, the satellite will be positioned at one single spot compared to the Earth's position, Indian position essentially. And that is where the geostationary orbit is. There are two orbits, of course. One is the geostationary and another is the geosynchronous. It will be interesting to see whether this satellite is being inserted into the geostationary absolutely at 0-degree inclination or at a geosynchronous at some inclination. Depends on which area you want to see the most. So that is the objective of this satellite. It will be giving us the meteorological information. In the meteorological information, the entire atmospheric pattern, the cloud pattern, as the climates keep changing, those data will be made available. The oceanic parameters will be made available. How ocean is rising even by a few centimeters, that will be estimated by this particular satellite. And along with that, many other provisions are there, like disaster forward, the search and rescue of any particular spot. Say like any aircraft goes missing, how the search and rescue will be planned, how that could be planned using these particular satellites. So all these imagery will be available with the satellite. It will be day and night. It will be even having the infrared spectrum to see in the night how the various particular spots or various happenings are taking place. So it's a composite modern technology satellite. Today we are using the MEMS based chips. We are using the nanotechnologies. So this particular satellite will be having many of those features, and it will be for a reasonably long duration, maybe anything from 10 to 15 years, maybe even extendable. So that is how this satellite is being sent. GSLV is being used, it has been termed as a naughty boy because it has failed many times. This GSLV is a three-stage satellite. Stage one, first stage is the solid fuel. Stage two is the liquid fuel, and stage three is that what we call it cryogenic engine, which uses the hydrogen, liquid hydrogen, along with the liquid oxygen. So these are the three stages of the satellite, and once it releases the satellite into the very high elliptical orbit at above 200 odd kilometers. With the perigee, it will be initially in the geo transfer orbit. Minimum perigee will be about 170 odd or 180 odd kilometers, and the apogee, the farthest point of the orbit, will be something around 36,000 kilometers. So slowly later on, with the consequential burns, it will be made a circular orbit at the geosynchronous or geostationary as ISRO has planned it, and then there onwards it will be made operational, and it will remain there for subsequent 10 to 15 years or maybe even further. So that's the pattern how the launch will be there today, and we hope ISRO all the best for this launch to be successful. We know this satellite has misbehaved in the past sometime, so it is a bit tricky, but this time the entire third stage is indigenously built. All parameters are cross-checked. The very strict QA quality assurance being maintained. So we are sure it should go all fine without any trouble. And we wish ISRO the very best of all that happens today evening.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.